Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 5 of 50 Shades of J. I'm your bearded friend, Jared Rassick. This chapter picks up the next morning after the last chapter ended. Last time we saw Anna and Christian Grey, she got drunk at a club after getting very creepily felt up by Jose. And then puked a bunch, passed out in Christian's arms, and the chapter ended. Chapter 5 begins with her waking up the next morning in his bed at the Heathman Hotel. Here's my favorite part of that. Here's actually what she says, what she thinks. Fractured memories of the previous night come slowly back to haunt me. The drinking. Oh no, the drinking. The phone call. Oh no, the phone call. The vomiting. Oh no, the vomiting. Jose, and then Christian. Oh no, I cringe inwardly. I don't remember coming here. I'm wearing my t-shirt, bra, and panties. No socks, no jeans. Holy shit. That's, bad writing. I know repetition is sometimes powerful, can be very powerful in poetry. In playwriting, sometimes even in screenplays. In novels, though, it tends to just be what it is, repetition, and that wasn't good at all. Wakes up to Christian having left some OJ and some Advil for her on the bedside table. She thinks it's control freaky that he did that, but since she doesn't know anything about drinking, because she's never done it before. But at the same time, I totally believe that she's the kind of character that would, research getting drunk before getting drunk. So, again, they need to make the character a little more relatable for me to actually get invested in her story, but also make her consistent in her character choices, because as of right now, she's completely inconsistent, and I realize that she's learning about herself and not sure who she is yet, but it doesn't make for good reading, and it certainly doesn't make for good writing. So she gives him shit about tracking her down at the club, calling him like James Bond. She's really rude to him, a little rude to him, and then he goes and takes a shower and then realizes it was very sexy of him to do it, to save her. She calls him a classic romantic hero like Sir Gawain or Sir Lancelot. And then when he comes out of the shower in a towel, she compares him to Michelangelo's David, actually saying that Michelangelo's David has nothing on him. So I think we're supposed to imagine that he is just like this beautifully sculpted, gray-eyed, gray-suited man, also with the name Grey, which I'm assuming it's a fake name, like his name's going to be like Joe Blarch or David because Christian Grey is just a much better name for a billionaire, philanthropist, industrialist. It also could end up being that he's Batman. I haven't decided yet. So she takes a shower, and there's a whole page on her shower and her brushing her teeth and her drying her hair. Literally an entire page. So then when she comes... and then he orders a bunch of food off, for breakfast because he doesn't know what she likes. So when she sees all the food, she goes, "That's very profligate of you." No, nobody talks like that. Eats the food, likes it. Finally says, "You know what? I just want you to kiss me." And then he's like, "You know what? I can't until you sign a written agreement." Which I think is hilarious, and I cannot wait to find out what the wording of the language of the written agreement is going to be. If you sign here, I get to buckle you up and use my clamps and duct tape on you that I got from that rape kit. It's icky. So, icky, possibly hot. I haven't decided yet. So basically, he once again mentions you should be applying to work because they're moving to Seattle. So her and Kate are moving to Seattle from Vancouver, Washington, once in like a week after they graduate, and he's trying to talk her into working for his company, which once again she's not too into. So he decides, you know what, if you want to hook up with me. And he's kind of feeling like, I want to hook up with you. I want to stay away, but I can't. There's something about you I just can't stay away from. So if you want to be with me, I will pick you up tomorrow in my helicopter and fly you to Seattle and show you what I'm talking about who I am and the paperwork and all of this. So I feel like that's going to be really interesting, or poorly written and interesting because of how I imagine it in my brain. By the way, I know he's way too old, but I'm totally picturing Michael Fassbender playing Christian Grey. I know he's not what she imagines, but it's who I imagine, mostly because I've seen his penis in a movie, and so I feel like it's easier to imagine Michael Fassbender being Christian Grey because I've seen his penis. Anastasia, I imagine what's her name? Mila Kunis. I imagine Mila Kunis as Anna. So anyway, so they're in the elevator going down. She's gonna go to work, and she bites her lip, and he sees it, and he's like, "Oh, fuck the paperwork," he growls. He lunges at me, pushing me against the wall of the elevator. Before I know it, he's got both of my hands in one of his in a vice-like grip above my head, and he's pinning me to the wall using his hips. Holy shit. His other hand grabs my hair and yanks down, bringing my face up, and his lips are on mine. It's only just not painful. What is that? It's only just not painful. That doesn't make sense. I moan into his mouth, giving his tongue an opening. He takes full advantage, his tongue expertly exploring my mouth. I have never been kissed like this. My tongue tentatively strokes his and joins his in a slow, erotic dance that's all about touch and sensation, all bump and grind. He brings his hand up to grasp my chin and holds me in place. I'm helpless, my hands pinned, my face held, and his hips restraining me. His erection is against my belly. Oh my, he wants me. Christian Grey, Greek god, wants me, and I want him, here, now, in the elevator. Dude, you are so sweet, he murmurs, each word a staccato. I mean, that's pretty hot. That's like but still, that's like a 6. That's like a penthouse letter written by Mr. Rogers. So, shit's gotta get, all I'm saying is shit's gotta escalate, for this to be an erotic masterwork that caused women all around the world to read them while their children are playing soccer and while they're on subways. Anyway, in subways, on subway trains. Anyway, that's the end of Chapter 5. My guess for Chapter 6 is more erotic teeth grinding, bumping and grinding with tongues. Hopefully she'll talk to Jose and be like, "Yeah, what's up, dude?" And then she will also, at some point, think Kate is being bossy. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed Chapter 5. I certainly enjoyed it much more than the previous 4 chapters. Welcome to have seen this. I speak English good. I public education system from California was in. Good night.